Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his third season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Tua to throw right away. Buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle with Barkley. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Baltimore's offense making its way out for the first time. And leading them, their quarterback, a guy who is just so electric under center in his 5th season now, Lamar Jackson. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this returnable for Hill. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Marvin Jones from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run right on the option. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Jackson on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Again, Jackson will keep it. Taking it right down, Broad.